Ohio welcomed VMI to Athens for the first of 3 games this weekend. Friday night starter Blake Gasky again got the nod for Ohio as he looked to get his team back in the win column at home as Ohio had lost 3 straight at home. Gasky got off to a hot start in the first, striking out a pair of batters in a 1-2-3 inning. The Bobcats would break the scoreless tie in the bottom of the second as Matt Einich would drive a 2-run double to left center to make it 2-0. In the next inning, Blake Reed would get the advantage to 5-0 with a bases-clearing double. Despite giving up a 2-run homer in the fourth, Gasky was able to brave the bitter temperatures to get the best of VMI's high-powered offense. Ohio would get one of those runs back in the bottom of the frame as Trenton Newer scored on a pass ball to make it 6-2. Ohio would reclaim its 5-run lead in the next frame as Cam Bryant would make it 7-2 with an RBI single, driving in Reed. In the 6th, Gasky found himself in a bit of a jam with the bases loaded and 1 out. He'd allowed a sac fly and then escaped the jam as Jackson Cawthorn caught a base runner attempting to steal third. Gasky went 6 innings, striking out 4 and scattering 6 hits across his outing. He discusses what was working for him today as he kept VMI off balance.
Just getting ahead on guys. You get ahead, I have a lot more options. I can work with the at-bat a little bit. I mean, you've seen there was a few at-bats where they put some good pitches together and stuff. So, I mean, just getting ahead was an important part tonight.
The Bobcats would add another in the bottom of the 6th to make it 8-3. The score would remain that way until the 8th when Adam Beery entered to face the left-handed trio of batters in the middle of the order for the Keydets. He failed to get any of them out, punctuated by a 2-run double by Ryan Peterson. He was relieved by Jack Geyser, who was able to escape the jam and keep the Bobcats up by 3. In the 9th, Geyser would again retire the side in short order, ending the comeback attempt for VMI and giving Ohio a win in Game 1 of the series. One of the things that defined the game was that VMI was unable to steal any bases, something it does better than anybody else in the country. Ohio head coach Craig Moore discusses what his pitchers did well to limit the running game.
Pitchers did a great job of holding the runners, just by time, just kind of long holds and short holds, kind of, mixing up the rhythm there, to where the base runners couldn't really get a time, to go. And, obviously the one time they did try a double steal, Jackson was able to throw the guy out at third base, So, yeah, we definitely kept the running game in check for them, but it's not going to shut them down because that's what they do.
Ohio and VMI will play Game 2 of the series on Saturday at 2 p.m. at Bob Ryan Stadium. For Bobcat Showcase, I'm Marc Goldstein.